Yeah, sure. So I'll just go back. Not going to quite go back to my elementary years, but I've been doing this for 30 years. Started off as an intern at Prudential Securities and didn't really know anything about the space. My wife worked at Lehman Brothers back in the day,
Mm.
so sort of it's all I've ever known. She was like, you would be really good in financial services." I'm like, okay. So I went and sort of did that. Um, grew a nice little book of business, or I call it a pamphlet, right? Because it was a couple of years, it's only been a couple of years. I transitioned over to Smith Barney in 1989 and, it did well and was good getting clients, but it wasn't rewarding to me as much as it was in helping an advisor sort of grow their practice, right? So an advisor within the organization grow their business. And so I just sort of advanced through Smith Barney and eventually Morgan Stanley. I started my our consulting firm, for all intents and purposes, a recruiting firm. We don't like to use that term because that's not what we do. I started our Elite Consulting Partners in 2011, and it's evolved over time as I sort of, we work with advisors, we help them move from firm A to firm B. But during that process, what really gets me going is this the ability to help them put themselves in a better position to succeed, right? Yes, there's money involved when they make a move, but what I really try to do with our clients is make the move worth much more than just the transition, right? So a typical question that I will ask a financial advisor, no matter what size practice they are at, is what do you want to be when you grow up, right? Why are you doing this, right? Aside from the money, what are the things you're trying to get out of this? Close your eyes, envision your business 10 years from now. What does it look like? If you're doing $1 million, do you want to be doing $10 million? Do you want to have an enterprise? Do you want to be doing $1.5 million, but work 3 hours a day? Like, okay, I don't judge. It's not for me to decide. My role is to help them find that solution, because what we do for a living, we feel is very rewarding. We help advisors change their lives in one form or another, right? We work with a lot of advisors on the W-2 channel that we set them free, or we bring them to 1099, right? We bring them into the real world, as I call it, right? But a lot of those advisors are seeing a almost immediate near double in their income, right? So a near double in their income, yes, it's beneficial to their clients. Yes, it's beneficial to their staff, but they've just doubled their income to their family, to their children. Like, to me, that's very rewarding. But I also, at the same time, got frustrated because they were leaving so much opportunity on the table, right? I've made this my mission to, I love being a branch manager. I love being a leader. In 2010, I was one of the top 10 leaders in the industry, branch managers in the industry. So I love guiding and coaching advisors. And when you work with an advisor that's transitioning from one firm to another over a year or two or longer, you get to really know them. Some of my closest friends now are started off as clients of mine, right? Because I know their business as well as they know their business. And so I found that they were leaving some areas on the table that they weren't focusing on because they don't think big enough. And so I feel like I have this like calling to be like, I'm going to say branch manager, but not a manager, more of like a branch leader to the financial advisor space, right? Meaning paying it forward and giving people advice and guidance. If you follow me on Instagram or whatever, I talk about all of different random things that maybe have nothing to do with moving firms, right? Because if I can give an advisor who's listening a piece of advice on how to be a better leader in their organization or whatever, then I feel like I've done my job